Hey guys, I'm going to kind of go over this match and critique it. What I want us to be focusing on is comms. Really listen to the comms, what people are saying and when. That's something we can improve on. And from my perspective, you'll see that a lot of the calls you make could be a lot clearer and could give me a lot more information. And maybe it's the same the other way around.
Okay, I'm gonna just keep moving to Theta and move to F6 Hill.
Alright, Dane calls a move across Theta and go to F6 Hill here.
Have a
Watch
light
out,
near me.
Something on F7. I don't know what.
Are we taking Golf 7 or Golf 6?
I shouldn't ask if we're taking Golf 7 or Golf 6. Pretty clearly here, he just did not hear the call. And maybe he's going off of some old information, but well, given that half the team is over to the right side anyways, in Golf 7, Hotel 7 right now, I mean, I'm totally glad that he asked the question. But he definitely missed the call. Maybe this is something we can duplicate or replicate calls in the future going forward, because he missed it, and it looks like half the team is out of position as well. Looks like
Splitting right now.
We're going to F6 Hill. I said F6 Hill, we're going across the center, going to F6 Hill.
Okay,
Yep, night cheer. Echo
Matt
7.
2Cs need to cut over.
Strike on us. Good calls on the night cheer. Let me know to look for him. I should have called that night cheer right there. Dane is right in front of me. If I call out night cheer to the left, Dane can just look a little bit left and get free damage on that guy. He's looking somewhere else, and if I let him know, that's free damage. We'll need that damage later.
Battle Master. Mark.
I'm dropping a strike, Shin. That's good.
LPL. Think. And they have a Marauder 2C.
Yeah, Marauder
Yeah.
2C back of
LPL.
Alright, Battlemaster and Marauder 2C both with LPL. Good mech calls, good weapons calls.
Alright, let's split out, or spread out on G6 and F6, get some angle, and let's out-trade them.
We're going to Golf 6 and Fox 6. Guess how many of us end up in Golf 6?
They have a Panther as well.
Charlie's in the open. They're rotating to our right.
So good call, they're rotating right. And here I should be calling my strike like Shin did earlier, so that we know we're not both trying to, or two or three of us aren't trying to strike at the same time. Being exposed, trying to strike, only one of us is going to get it off, and maybe we're taking damage for that poke. So we'll try and call our strikes in the future, I think. That would be a good idea.
Strike on me, I'm gonna try to get away from it.
And good call by Dane that there's a strike on him. We know strikes are going to be a lot more prevalent going forward, so we'll need to count those, maybe. Figure out how much strike we can expect in the future as the trade goes on. So call that out every time.
They're rotating to our right.
Great, succinct, clear call.
Left is clear now.
Left is clear, so they've all moved. Left is clear, they've all moved to the right. With that information, we can make a lot of good map control decisions based on that.
Hit them as they
They're
come across
all
on the
up
right
and
side.
So, you see me firing here, we've got some shots going right there, and no one's calling anything on what they're shooting at. I think later in the match, as the match goes on, if we have multiple targets to shoot at to choose between, and I will have that chance later, if we know what we're shooting, if we know what might be weaker, we've got a better chance of knowing what to focus down later on in the fight. Also, we should be calling out what their weapons are, like 2 Gauss rifles on the night shears. That could be good information for later in the match, and if someone else needs to trade with them in the future, to know what their loadouts are.
Punish them.
Take Epsi.
If you want to, yeah.
So lights are communicating, should they take EPSI or not? If you take it if you want to, probably something more decisive. Either it's a good decision or not. If you want to is probably not the best terminology to use in a comp drop. Someone's on Gamma.
Yeah, they're grabbing gammas.
We're a little bit bunched, I think, or
I
good.
agree.
Then
They have a little
unbunch.
bit angle on us.
I'm not sure if Shin's talking about airstrike bunched, like we're all going to get airstruck, or bunched as in we all have the same angles and we need to spread out more to get more angles. Either way, of course, that turns out to be an appropriate comment based on what happens in the end.
Super
Yeah,
high.
Hotel 7 Atlas.
Hotel 7 Atlas. Again, that shows what they've got from X and what their builds are, what their plan might be. That's some key information. I don't know that we really picked up on that. Interesting.
I haven't even had line of sight on a mech yet.
Okay.
They're in Hotel 6, somewhere behind there.
We've been doing a lot of trading, so if you've not seen a mech, you really need to get in a position where you can.
Yeah, they're just kind of hanging out.
Yeah, I mean, we're trading with them right now.
So Shin's comment, taken literally word for word, I haven't seen a mech, might be somewhat troubling. I thought Dane jumped on him here too much in match, but listening to it again now, it's not really that bad. But the message it conveyed of, I haven't been trading or shooting at or being shot by mechs, I think that's good information. That's good talk. It lets us know that one of our assaults has been out of the fight thus far. That's good talk.
They're coming back our way.
But troubling that if you hadn't actually seen anybody yet, that would be a cause for concern.
To MC.
Yeah, a little bit.
There they are.
Alright, 3 guys just called a move left to Epsi, that some mechs are moving back to our left. That's good information. I cannot see any of it here. I'd never see the main body until the final push. So maybe some grid coordinates or some amount of how many of them are moving left would be good for me to know. But that's just something to think about.
They've
I mean, their night gears are so separate from their main body.
Night gears are separate from the main body. That's good. It lets me know that the main body is not where I am looking and shooting and trading.
Alright, Lights, we need to get a cap. Do what you can to get us up on caps.
Somebody can get Sigma, yeah.
Yeah, you can do that, Super. I'll just keep watch.
Cheers
see
moving
what
back
they're doing.
left.
Yeah, there's a couple mechs moving left.
Alright, a few guys are moving left. The Lights have decided what they're going to do, each of them. See, Mark Cobra had moved up on the hill to get more trades. As they rotated right, he would rotate left. That's good. And now that we know they're coming back, he's going to come rotate back. And in fact, at this point, we should have started to also, some of us, rotate back, maybe to the original location of Gulf 5, Gulf 6, to get more angles and more distance. Locust going towards Epsi.
New target
Or
acquired.
light in Golf 7. I think it's a
Panther.
That's a good call on the light and what it is. The Panther. Epsi's
They're
being
capping
capped.
FC back.
That's probably the Locust. But he's probably got backup.
At some point,
They have a Locust?
Pretty sure.
Okay, we just need cap control, guys, so...
And again, Tara got a question, do they have a Locust? That's something I had called earlier. Again, maybe we need to, reiterate ourselves to make sure everybody hears, because we got a lot of things to focus on when we're playing.
Captain.
Don't we want max points?
Yeah, but if we have cap control, we make them make a move on us. If they have cap control, then we gotta make a move on them, which we don't want to do. But we're not doing...
Alpha's in the open.
Super is capping. That lets us know we're down a light if we have an engagement. Perfectly fine discussion on skill, what we're going to do for the strategy. And good call on Alpha in the open. Maybe tell us what it is, just for a little bit of extra information. Do our ERs reach out to Epsi?
Yeah.
So right here I'm alluding to the fact that if our ER lasers can shoot Epsilon, maybe we can laser wash the point or airstrike the point and deny the cap. Of course, at this point it's already too late, so I don't elaborate on why it's relevant that Epsilon is in range of our weapons. Maybe I should do that anyways. Maybe we retake the point later. Maybe we can use that information. That's what I was alluding to, and asking a random question on lasers to Epsilon. It doesn't convey anything, and making people figure out and read my mind is not, it's not going to do it. So I should have been more clear.
They're rotating back.
Target up.
They're rotating back, I think, IOU says. He's used in-game speak again, not team speak. It was a little hard to hear. Since he's to my left, I can only assume they're moving back left again still. But again, I haven't seen main body and I will not tell the push. And of course, again, we should be rotating or splitting at this point.
Acquired.
Watch that strike.
Good strike call.
Go grab cat button.
Oh, a bunch on the roof. Big move. So a bunch on the roof, big move. I mean, this is the brawl push, right? I can clearly see they're all coming right at us. That's something I need to convey through, vocal inflection to let people know this is serious, or I could use different words and actually say they're pushing. It's going to be several seconds before the main body calls a push themselves and realizes that it's a brawl push. With those few extra seconds, we could be backing up or rotating, and Dan will call a rotate later, but it's going to be too late. If I make a call right now, maybe we salvage this situation a little bit more. That call needs to be a lot more definitive and used with better vocal inflection.
New target acquired.
Strikes on that location.
Yeah, it looks like
They're
they're
pushing Atlas.
And there's the call.
Golf.
We might need super.
Okay, coming.
On Delta Marauder.
Do damage, do damage.
Roger that.
Right side torso delta, right side torso delta, then we don't have to worry about him anymore.
Good call on the light to recall our light, and good call on a focus target.
Don't stand still either, rotate to the right.
Left side torso delta is where the tokens are.
Terragato explains that Dan called the wrong torso on the Marauder, which is fine. What wasn't really fine was the time it took. Again, it was a long, lengthy, reasonable discussion on you picked the wrong torso, let's actually aim for this torso. And this is a tense situation. We're getting brawl push, we need to move. Just correct him in the heat of the moment. Just correct him. He's not going to get mad. No one's going to get frustrated. Just tell him he's wrong. Tell him to aim for the other torso. Don't explain it.
ETM.
You're just going to make him upset and frustrated.
Okay, well it's open, we get the other one, don't we?
Just like that. He's frustrated by the comment. He's got to respond. It's a tense situation. We're nervous. Just get to the point in these situations.
Watch
Target
Fox
destroyed.
Kodiak.
New
It's
target
LBXs.
acquired.
Good call on the Kodiak build. Lets us know it's LBXs. Of course, we know they're brawling at this point, but if some of us might encounter him in the future battle, it's good to know what the loadout is.
Fuck.
You see, I've immediately rotated right. Dane had called to right. He's a little bit behind me. Marco's on a hill.
Okay, I can't IOU, I can't help you, you're behind stuff. Whoever's
dead.
with you. Charlie.
Okay, Charlie Battlemaster. Maybe a better call by Dane here would be IOU come back to our side of the hill. We can't see you. And this is the last focus call we get, Charlie Battlemaster, until the very end of the game.
New target acquired.
And this is what I was talking about earlier. If we have a focus call, or if we know from earlier trades that something might be weak, I, in an Overwatch position, have better information. What should I be focusing right now? What is weak that I can kill right now? And likewise, if you're fighting something on your own, tell me what it is. I can probably see them because I can see half the team. And likewise, I should be calling what I'm shooting. So if you see them later, you know what to shoot and where to shoot it. There's just not much information being conveyed because we already feel we've lost. But we should keep talking. Maybe we'll salvage a few kills.
New target acquired.
How many killed by lights? I'd take
Like that night cheer right there. He's open leg, open shoulder, open red CT, and no one's called that out. That's one shot right there. Somebody should call that out. And now that I see it, I should call it out, and I do not.
we don't have lights left.
Target destroyed.
Still
New
up.
target
I got-
acquired.
I got 2 lights on me.
Yeah, we can't touch
whole
it.
team.
I'm dead.
Shit.
Destroyed.
Oh, there's one we lost.
Yeah, we definitely lost it. We should probably keep, keep it positive until the very end. Or at least not, I don't know, just gets people down.
Left torso critically damaged.
Lights, you need to break off, I think.
I don't understand how we lost that though.
At
For people not
25%.
shooting.
I'm assuming people were in bad positions when they made their move. I think a lot of people were just kind of floating.
Yeah, I got
That's my
focused.
best.
So, and here it devolves to a lot of post-match analysis. And that's something I don't like to see when we're still in-game. I know Dane ran into this against BSK. He was the last guy on mining. He was trying to clear comms so he could think about what he needed to do. And that's gonna get in the head of myself right here and Super Atomic, the last guy alive. We need to be focused on what we need to be doing. What's our plan? what is weak that we can kill, how are we going to salvage this situation as best that we can, rather than going into post-game analysis.